Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and today I'm going to be doing your January 2021 monthly horoscope. So we're going to start off with the water signs. If you're a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio, I'm going to be giving you your insight, the tea for what to expect in the month. I'm going to be using the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, which is what I'm using right now. I'm also going to be using my deck, which is an Starseed Footstep Oracle cards. It is a 41 card deck that is available on my website if you'd like to purchase that. And then I'm going to also be using the Psychic Tarot deck by John Holland, one of my favorite decks. And it's more of like an oracle deck, but they call it a tarot deck. So we're going to start off with my water signs for the month of January 2021. If you're a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, this is going to be your horoscope for this month. So, as we start off the month, the Ace of Cups, interestingly enough, and I don't read reversals, so if you see it in reverse in my video, it's only because I am trying to face it towards me to see it first, and then I'm going to turn it around so that you can see it. So, we start off with the Ace of Cups, right? So, the Ace of Cups tells me that this is a month where some people could be getting engaged. A relationship could be taken to the next level. There could be a proposal of some sort. There are bigger commitments, but good overall happiness that is happening for a lot of my water signs out there. It's an exciting time to be you. The next thing we got here, the next card we got here is, let's see here. It is the Six of Wands. So with the Six of Wands, it's like victory. It's like whatever your obstacles you've been facing, anything that you've been challenging, you're going towards it. You're victorious. You're going to be successful in everything that you have planned out for your year. Even if there are some setbacks or hardships, it's not something that you cannot overcome. This is almost like a promise that things are going to get better for you. Then we have the Magician, which tells me again that all of you have everything that is necessary. You know, all the skills, you know, you have the power to do anything that you want. Everything's at your disposal. It also is a card of mastery. So I feel like for you, it's saying that you're going to be conquering and mastering whatever you've been working on yourself, like self-improvement, healing from a past relationship, maybe a divorce, maybe you're a single parent out there and you're going through it, girlfriend. I know. It's going to get better. Then we have here the Four of Cups. So you're very reflective. You're thinking about situations a lot in the month of January. I don't necessarily feel like you're going to make a hasty decision or any big moves. Even though all these other things are showing very successful, you know, showing a lot of positivity, it's kind of like you're caught up in your mind and you're not necessarily going to budge, or you're not necessarily going to, you know, make a big change of any sort. With this card here, this is the, let me see here, the Eight of Pentacles. It's almost like hard work. So you're working very hard. Your finances, again, your job, working very hard, and, you know, making those coins, making that money. And if it's not in your home, you know, it's not outside of your home where you're working, like if you're not working at a job, out there, but you're a mom, a stay-at-home mom, you're working still behind the scenes for your family in many ways. You're working very hard. And then we have here this card here, which is the Six of Cups. A very interesting card that would come up. Like, people are going to be giving to you. Someone wants to give to you, but I also feel like it's the past and you're very reflective of it. So through the month of January, expect some surprises. Expect people to give to you, or you could be giving to other people as well. The Death card, again, comes up not as a very ominous or scary card, but it just shows here that there is some positive endings. Like there's an ending that's going to be ushering some new beginnings. So let's see what other card we get here. Let me just see. Pulling them out of the deck. Oh, the Ace of Wands. Look at that. Creativity. Again, talking about love. The fact that we have two aces in this reading here, it's mind-boggling. But it's like the outcome is like a death of sorts. basically an ending and then a new beginning with the Ace of Wands. A lot of creativity, a lot of things to look forward to, but you are going to be, ultimately the cards are going to be in your hand and in your favor. So now we're going to use my cards, the Starseed Footstep Oracle cards, and I'm going to shuffle those, and we're going to see what comes up for my water signs for the month of January. So let me clear these out here. I'm going to clear this. I know some readers like to leave their cards there, but if I'm using a new deck, whether it's Oracle or Tarot, I like to clear the table so that way you can see it on camera of what I'm using. All right, so the first card I have here is dependencies. This is something that I feel like a lot of you are going to be battling through the month of January, because like I said, the energy, even though we just finished celebrating Christmas, you know, and now we're looking forward to New Year's. This video will be pushed out obviously today, which is Saturday, the 26th of December 2020. You know, a lot of people, the energy overall has not felt very good for 2020, especially in, you know, the holidays. They have not felt good. So we're looking at dependencies. This could be whether you're smoking, you turn to smoke, whether you turn to alcohol, whether you turn to food as a source of comfort. We are needing to break away. And this is where the New Year's resolutions come through, and also changing is very necessary for you. But this is what I'm talking about as far as like changes that are coming for the month of January. Then we have the Haunted here card. So when the haunted card comes up, I have a lot of people are like, Ray, what does that mean? Like, am I haunted? Not necessarily, but there's something from your past that is haunting you that you need to say goodbye. Remember in the first part of this reading that I actually got the Death card, which is the ending. This is kind of like an ending. Something in your life is haunting you. It's like the past is coming to the present. Something it's not something that you feel peaceful with and that needs to be let go. Okay, then you have two choices. Again, this is talking about career, home, personal, love life, whatever. There are two choices that you are facing. Again, this is from my Starseed Footstep Oracle deck. And then finally, we have a new job. A lot of you will be starting new jobs, new careers. And then we have here meditation. So a lot of you are going to be meditating. You're going to be reflective and finding ways to ground your energy. It's very important as we begin the new month of January to do that, to actually focus on meditating, because let's face it, we need it, right? We need it to ground ourselves. We need it to feel a little bit better. Things are so intense. So that's my card, my deck, the Starseed Footstep Oracle card. Now I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot deck, which is an Oracle deck as well. This is by one of my favorite psychic colleagues. It's John Holland. I think he's definitely the real deal, and I really have always gravitated toward his deck. Even though I buy a lot of decks and I use them, it's just something about his deck in particular that I feel like the cards were really done by him through the power of spirit guiding him. Kind of like how my deck was an inspiration to me. So let's get to it. All right. So I'm going to cut it in threes. Okay, the first card is shadow work. So like the shadow card. So this is like the part of ourselves that is more of the, like the lower vibrations, our fears, right? The darker side to ourselves, our anxiety, our panic. Working through this, since we are now in the 5D, we are shifting. It's very important for us to make, do the work that's necessary to clear out those old thought patterns, those old patterns that no longer serve in this new time that we are in, the age of Aquarius, right? And then we have here the waiting game. So a lot of you are a little impatient as the beginning of the year starts. As we get into the month of January, you're a little impatient. You want something to happen and it hasn't happened yet, but it's still going to be some time before what you want to see is going to be seen. Heartbreak and loss. I feel like, again, this is speaking more to the past, not necessarily the present, but though, with changes and endings, it could feel like, you're going through a heartbreak or you're losing a part of yourself, especially if you're going through a spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakenings is almost essentially like a death of of oneself, the old belief systems, you know, the things that you used to be finding, you know, that made you happy, the people that used to make you happy. So again, these are the things that I feel like needed to be said and heard through the month of January for you guys that are my water signs. So now we're going to get into my earth signs, which is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I'm going to do the same thing. Again, if you're an earth sign, this is, if you're a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, I'm going to just pull out some cards. Let me shuffle. And we're going to get into this monthly horoscope reading. And we're going to see what's coming up. So we got the Devil card here, and the Devil card actually shows here that there are going to be some themes that some of you could be going through on a more intense level. This could be almost like mood swings. This could be relationships, you know, the toxicity within a relationship or a friendship. But there is something, I always say that the Devil card is the opposite of the Lover's card, where the Lover's card is like very peaceful, very happy. It's you know, somebody is united together and they're happy. There is something here that is something worthy of looking at in your life if you are an earth sign, right? And you're going through that. Then we have the 10 of Cups. So what you want is like not the Devil card. What you are looking for actually by the 10 of Cups is like happiness in your family overall. That is what excuse me, I feel like a lot of you earth signs are looking for. You're looking for peace. You're looking forward to getting rid of the devil energy, the Devil card. But then we have here the 5 of Cups, which for me signifies loss on some level. So some of you are going through a relationship ending, a crisis in a friendship, in a situationship, whatever it is, you're trying to disband from this energy. And it feels kind of yucky. It feels kind of hard. Then we have the Queen of Swords. So a lot of you are using your divine feminine energy. You're going to tackle that. Remember, the Swords is the seat of the mind. It deals with mental energy. It's an air card. So for me, it's like it symbolizes that a lot of the obstacles and things that you're going through is emotional, but it's tied to your mind, not necessarily your spirit or your soul. So your thoughts are something that you're going to have to control through the month of. And then we have another card here, the 9 of Swords. So when we look at that, again, it is talking about not sleeping well, feeling this betrayal, feeling all of these darker emotions that are not healthy for you if you are an earth sign. And they want you to change that. They want you to know that it's not as bleak as you see. Because when I see the swords in a reading, right, for me, the swords is almost like an illusion. It's more of the mental, the thought. It's not actually always manifesting, even though it can be. It's not always manifesting out there. The Page of Cups, something new. Somebody is new. If this is about romance, this could be somebody that wants to come into your life, that wants to talk to you, that wants to be your friend. But you cannot get to this person until you control these two factors here, which is being the Queen of Swords and then also tackling these 9 of Sword energy. And again, we're talking about the Devil and the 5 of Cups. So again, you have a lot of different themes coming up, but it's all centered around your love life. It's all centered around your relationships or friendships or situationships. Then we have the World here, which makes me feel so good when I see this in a reading, because for me, it symbolizes like you have options and what you want, you will be successful at. It's like you have different things, like the universe is listening. The higher power is listening to you. They know what you want. They know what you desire, and it's going to come to fruition. It's going to happen. How soon does this happen, again, is just going to depend on your patience and your ability to do that. The Page of Swords, again, swift action, taking swift action, and you know, going forward and being fearless in everything that you're doing. Again, it looks like the mind for some reasons, like a lot of it's in your mind. Then we have here the 7 of Pentacles. So again, you're working on, you know, projects. You're very focused at work. So you're going to be throwing yourself in work sometimes to kind of avoid the situation and not think about it. That's not necessarily the best thing, because any healing is only prompted by actually facing our fears, facing the situation, and acknowledging that there is a problem at hand. you're going to feel judged by other people, okay? I'm just going to keep it real. Through the month of January, a lot of you are facing that. You're going to be feeling kind of like people are judging you. People are being very vindictive. And you may end up, you need to be careful because you don't want to fall in that category where you're actually doing that to other people. Look, Three of Swords, the heartbreak. So again, I feel like you're going through some big endings and big changes that's very necessary, but it's like the hardest part is letting go. And then look, I can't make this up, the Hermit card. So it's like a lot of you are actually going to be going from being in a relationship in 2020, and maybe you already have done that transition in 2020, and this will actually make sense to you. And it feels like you're going into an area where you're single now in 2021. But for some of you, you could actually be ending a relationship in January. So let's cross fingers, you know. And again, everybody that looks at this that is an earth sign, it may not apply to you. So what doesn't apply to you is because this is a general reading. It's an intuitive tarot oracle card reading. Just hold on to what makes sense to you, and whatever doesn't, just let it go, okay? Now I'm going to use my Starseed Footstep oracle cards, and I'm going to see what comes up for you guys this month. Like, what does my oracle cards need you to know? Ooh, we got one, angry. So again, this is a lower vibration. Paying attention to your tempers. What are your triggers, and working through that. That's going to be part of your healing process through the month. Depression, look. Depression comes up. So again, being very mindful that through anger, you're going through the gigs, honey, if you are an earth sign through the month of January. But a lot of you have something to look forward to. Some of you may be taking some impromptu traveling, or doing some impromptu traveling, or traveling that's already been planned. Maybe going to somewhere warm, taking a vacation. It is good. It is good. Again, haunted. Again, things from the past needing to let go. They are still haunting you, haunting your thoughts. People that are lying, that's one of the biggest irks for my earth signs. If you're a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, there's nothing that bothers you the most than somebody lying. So again, it's like a lot of people that are lying, or anybody that is a lower vibration, is going to eventually walk out of your life. Look, ending. See, this is ending. Look at how it falls. The haunting is like almost like an ending, right? It's like the death card. The lying is here, and then this is another death card. So the ending, and I love my oracle deck, the way that I made it, because it was so, I was led by spirit to do it this way, where it's so to the point. Like, you don't even need a manual to interpret the meaning. The depictions are very clear of what the cards mean. So I feel like, again, through the month of January, for my earth signs, this is something that you need to watch for. Finally, we're going to end this reading for you guys that are earth signs with my the Psychic Tarot deck, Oracle deck, by John Holland. So let's see what comes up through this deck. Okay, we got material harvest. So this is a time, no matter what you're going through in your love life, there are opportunities. It is a time to reap what you have sown as far as your creative efforts, your finances, what you've been working very hard to in your profession or career. Memories of love. Again, how appropriate is this? Like I said, there's an ending. So a lot of you are mourning a lost love, or an unrequited love, or something that has ended, like a divorce, a relationship, a situationship. You are mourning it. But again, it's not as bleak as it seems. It is going to get better. But this month of January is definitely one where, look, your crown chakra is activated. So your higher self is activated. Your spiritual self is very activated. And you can expect your intuition to guide you and to lead you through the month of January. It's very, very, a very good time to be you. Look, the third eye. The third eye is activated. So a lot of you are going to be, I almost feel like Spirit is saying that the trauma that you've gone through, the heartbreak that you've gone through, the hardships that you've gone through in 2020 are preparing you for January 2021, where I feel like a lot of you have been forced into this 5D pattern, or fifth dimensional awakening, to actually see things from a different perspective and be more led by spirit than anything else in your life. So again, this is a very good time. I really feel like the energy is good. I feel like the themes here are good. I just feel like, again, you're going to have to protect yourself, but work through those issues and your triggers. and, you know, any shadow work that's necessary through the month of January. Now we're going to get into my fire signs. If you're an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, this is going to be your horoscope for January 2021. Let me just shuffle. We're just going to shuffle here. And we're going to see what's coming up for January 2021 for my fire signs. Hope you guys have been well. Enjoying the holidays. I hope you got Christmas gifts from Santa. All right, let's see what's coming up here for you guys. All right, so the first card that I got here is, this is the Four of Swords. So, again, it feels like it's a period of rest. I feel like a lot of you are going into the month of January looking at like not working, or you're not looking forward to work if you have to return back from the holidays. A lot of you are like not wanting, you're dreading it. You're like, really, do I have to go back? That's kind of like the energy that I feel like a lot of you are feeling. You kind of are enjoying your time at home, right? Then we have here the Eight of Wands. Yeah, so the Eight of Wands, a lot of communication, a lot of busyness, a lot of swift movement. I feel like things are going very, very fast in January as we begin the new year. Five of Cups, again, shows me, it's interesting that you're going through some kind of loss, whether this is mourning financial loss, or mourning something else, going through financial struggles or emotional struggles. I feel like, again, there is some depression that can easily set in. So I feel like a lot of you need people in your life that are positive, or people that bring you healing. Whether this is a lover, whether this is a friend, you will be turning to people that are stronger than you emotionally, or capable to operate out of their divine masculine energy to help you. I feel like a lot of you are shielding your emotions. You're not wanting other people to know because you're very strong-minded, and you've kind of perceived this as a weakness or a vulnerability, and you don't like to get to that point for people. Then we have here the Ten of Wands. So again, you're carrying on a lot of worries, pressures, responsibilities, not just for your family, but for your work, for your career, for, you know, the things that you need to carry out on a day-to-day basis. It just feels heavy. It feels like you are trotting through sludge, or through like, I'm looking for the word here. What's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like something very heavy and muddy, like, you know, you feel trapped, like you're carrying like tons of weight here, and that is affecting you in so many ways. So your health, I feel like, is very important to look at that, and make sure that you're not overdoing it or eating unhealthy, and you're not working out. There needs to be a balance, everything in tandem. Then we have here the Death card. So you're going through some kind of ending. There's something that is ending, whether it's a friendship, a relationship, whether it's you deciding to close the doors to your business, whatever it is, there is some changes that are doing. Maybe you're leaving behind an old place where you used to live and you're moving. But there is definitely a lot of changes that are coming, that are ushering new beginnings. The Hierophant comes up very interestingly. So I feel like for you, you are looking for the spiritual purpose of your life. There's a lot of questions that come to play. I feel like a lot of you could be reaching out to spiritual people, like psychics, mediums, for answers that you are needing. You're feeling like, you know, as you begin the new year, it's a new you. But again, you do not need to worry when it comes to your finances. The Ace of Pentacles came out. Ace of Pentacles, again, it means it's like almost like a promise from the divine that you are in the right career, that you will have success. So where there has been stagnation maybe in 2020 towards the latter part, or you've been struggling financially in your business, your personal bank account, you know, your bills, everything, your debt, a lot of this is getting resolved in the coming months, right? It is going to get better. So the Page of Wands, it's like you have trips that you want to take. There could be plans to travel through the month of January, or you will be traveling later in the year. But there definitely are plans to travel. It's also like you may have feelings for somebody that you have not declared yet, and you are wanting to declare it, or you want to test the waters. You want to see how this is going to go. There is something new. This doesn't feel like an old relationship or an existing relationship when I tune into this. I kind of feel like there are some of you out there that are thinking about what if, and there's a lot of this uncertainty that is plaguing you. But again, it's almost like you have to push through those fears. Look, Ace of Wands. So again, this is about relationships, your love life. I feel like there are some kind of pull here, that, but it's a new situation that eventually can lead to, you know, a soulmate union, or a marriage down the road. But you have to ask yourself, you know, this person that you're dealing with is a very strong person. They may have their career already set up. They may be operating out of their divine feminine, even if they're a man, or, you know, if it's the same sex or whatever it is, if it's two women. This is a stronger person here that is very in tune with their emotions. They're very nurturing, and they're like a giver. They like to give to people. And so they are centered around that. Page of Swords, though, tells me that there is still some kind of issues that you are actually needing to work through or healing before you can actually get to this page and this Ace of Wands. Again, it's like almost like there's things that you need to conquer. And I feel like this person may also need to conquer some things as well, even though they're very strong and assertive. Look, Queen of Swords. But there is also another person. This could be a mother figure, or another person that that may be in the equation, almost like a three-party, or a love triangle, right? Where there's two strong divine feminines, and you are the Page of Swords, and you're looking at these potential soulmates or potential lovers or partners. But one is very nurturing and very understanding, is always there for you. And the other one is very manipulative, right? It's almost like they're very cut and dry. They're not going to put up with your emotions in the long term, right? And they have their own baggage as well. So again, you're going to have to ask yourself, if you are a fire sign, like, what is it? But regardless of the situation, it will resolve itself. The Sun card is the most positive card in this reading, in this deck. It overrides any negative cards, or even any negative minor arcana cards. So again, I wouldn't be too worried if you were a fire sign. If you are a fire sign. Now I'm going to be using the Starseed Footstep Oracle deck, and we're going to get into that and see what is coming up for my Aries, Leo, and Sagittarians out there. So here we go. I'm just shuffling. This is, again, my Starseed Footstep Oracle deck. All right, so the first card we have here, anger. Again, there are some things that are going to disturb your peace. This could be somebody that is attacking you, somebody that is a low vibration. Most of you that are looking at this may know who this is. Could be a coworker, a boss. You'll know, like, through the month of January. And then we have here witchcraft. So this doesn't mean that somebody is necessarily doing that to you, although they could be. But I honestly feel like it's telling you that you need to align yourself with your spiritual path and kind of embrace your inner witch, if you are a good witch, right? Or if you want to be a bad witch or whatever. Embrace your energy. Look, self-love. This is a month about you doing for you. Loving yourself, putting your health first, doing for you. Because I feel like through the month of January, that is going to open up doors for you. If you don't love yourself, how can you love somebody else, right? Illness. Look, remember I had spoken about health, right? And paying attention to your health. I feel like, again, it's a potential here that you could fall sick. Some of you, again, may not apply to every fire sign, but if you're not careful and you're not taking care of yourself and you're neglecting yourself just to make somebody else happy and you're putting yourself last, you can fall ill. You are divinely protected. So a lot of you have been asking, are you protected by spirit? Are your loved ones around? Are your angels and spirit guides around? The answer is yes. And then we have backstabbing. So you need to be careful, because I feel like there could be potentially a female in your life that is doing this, right? That is backstabbing you. Or you could feel like there is somebody in your life that is betraying you on some level and they're not being honest. So again, these are just things to kind of, like, not necessarily that they are themes that are happening in your life, but things that you need to be aware of. Finally, I'm going to shift into the Psychic Tarot deck. And we're going to use this deck to see what is coming up for you for the month of January, if you, again, are a fire sign. So let's see what the John Holland deck says. So we got here partnerships and alliances. Again, I feel like a lot of you are looking towards people that are like potential soulmates, people that lift you up, that have been there for you for the longest time, that you go to confidants or whatever. This could be a business situation. This could be a more deeper, like intimate in your love life, like a, you know, like you falling in love with someone. But there is definitely help there. You're not alone. There are people there to help you. Look, this is beautiful. Spiritual union. Didn't I say that in the very beginning without even having to use this deck? I see love for you guys. Like, so there is something blossoming. Something is breaking open. Something is totally manifesting, and true happiness really awaits you guys through 2021. The waiting game. Again, you're going to have to be patient regarding this love relationship. It's not something, I do feel like it is a challenge. I do feel like ultimately you like challenges. If you are a fire sign, let's just keep it real. It kind of like stimulates you in some way. And I do feel like you're going to have to be patient, and you're going to have to put in the work. This is not going to be like a fairy tale or a whirlwind romance. Though I do feel like there is the divine feminine, whoever this is. If you're a man, this would be like the woman, or if you're in a same-sex relationship, this would be the other partner, right? Your other man, or, you know, if you're a woman, the other woman, that would be very in tune with their divine feminine, and also very nurturing, like the divine masculine. So they play like both roles very well. But there is something beautiful for you guys for the month of January. Fulfillment of wishes. This is talking about you and the wishes that you make for people and making sure that you fulfill them. But also on a bigger level, I feel like the fulfillment of wishes, you know, things that you have wanted, things that you have asked God, and that you maybe had sleepless nights sitting up in your bed crying when nobody else sees you, right? Holding your pet, or talking to, you know, your grandpa in heaven and asking them for help. There is help here. There is something good coming, right? You are going to experience that. Conflict and defeat. Again, this is more of the depressive side. This is more of your shadow side. The side that you don't let other people see because you're very strong-minded and you're very strong-willed. You don't want to be perceived as somebody weak. But you're not. You're not. Because I feel like it's a beautiful thing when you're able to express yourself and be emotional. It means that you have love and that you have achieved some level of actually being in tune with yourself on a deep, deep level, and an intimate level. And I feel like that is very powerful for you guys. So this was your card reading, your horoscope reading for the month of January, if you are a fire sign. Finally, we're going to do the last element, which is my air sign. So if you are a Gemini, a Libra, or Aquarius, this is going to be your horoscope for the month of January 2021. I'm a Gemini with a double Cancer and Moon rising. Cancer, Moon, and rising. So, yeah, it's very interesting. So, it's like I'm reading for myself here, as well as for you guys that are my fellow Geminis, Libras, and Aquarians out here. So, just bear with me. We're going to get into it and see what is coming up for you guys. So, first of card here is the Six of Pentacles. So again, somebody's giving to you. Somebody's wanting to give to you. Somebody is like wanting to give you money. There could be money that's coming in, a gift that is coming into you, coming to you on some level. Somebody that wants to give you support. This feels good. Allow yourself to be given that, because I feel like ultimately a lot of us air signs, I can speak for myself, we've helped a lot of people out in 2021, whether it's your family, whether it's other people, and we're very selfless, and I feel like sometimes we put ourselves last before anybody else. This is a good time to start doing for yourself and allowing other people to cater to your needs, to be there if you need some support. The Four of Pentacles tells me, like, again, you got a lot of pentacles, so your mind is on your money and your money is on your mind, right? Very poetic, but I feel like for a lot of you, you're holding on to your coins, you're saving up for, like, maybe to move, to make a trip. There is something that you want to do, but you're holding onto your money very, very tightly, which is a good thing, not necessarily a bad thing. Then we have here the Two of Wands. So again, you are planning on traveling. There are things that you're going to possibly be doing in the fall or winter months of 2021, but this is going to be like the month of January where you set those intentions and those goals. And who knows, you may actually be traveling in 2021 in January. As the year begins. So again, it's something to look forward to. I don't feel like it's a bad thing. Then we have here the Three of Swords. So the Swords energy is like the Three of Swords in particular. You see the heart being pierced. There is some heartbreak. There is some disillusionment. There is something that is going on that doesn't feel good. Somebody is hurting you, or you are hurting in some way. Either this is expectations that you have created for yourself or for somebody else. But there is heartbreak. But regardless of how ominous this card looks like, regardless of how this is perceived to be kind of like a negative situation, it's not necessarily negative all the time, because the Three of Swords actually is a promise in so many ways that things are going to get better. Sometimes you have to go through heartbreak to experience true love and to be in tune with yourself. There is somebody that is coming into your life. There is a King of Cups. This is a very strong man, very connected. He knows how to give support. He knows how to show love. And it's very beautiful that this is coming up. So regardless of who you are, there is a strong divine masculine presence in your life coming. I feel like with the Five of Pentacles, that there is some opportunities. There is some money loss that can happen through the month of January. So be sure that even though you are saving your money and you're pinching, that you don't get impulse to spend frivolously or spend over what you should be doing. Keeping a budget. Also, if there are some opportunities that you need to walk away from in your job or career, I feel like, again, this is going to be a little test. Some jobs that are, like, if you're self-employed, I feel like this card could actually be saying that things are a little bit slower, but it will get better. Look, Ten of Pentacles. Didn't I say it's just going to get better? So it's going to get better for you overall. If you go through a small period in January where your business is slow, you're panicking, whether you're a mom and pop shop or you are a business, right, an LLC or whatever, regardless of where you're at, things are going to get a little bit better as the month progresses. The High Priestess, it's like your third eye's open. You are the High Priestess. You are relying on your intuition. You're very connected to the lunar cycle. So it's going to be very important to pay attention specifically through the month of January to the full moon and the new moon. These are going to be powerful times to usher in some very strong energy for my air signs. I also feel like this is saying for you to trust your intuition about everything that's going on, but mainly I feel like it's your finances, your career. That's where your mind is really at. This heartbreak may not be a personal relationship either. It could be tied to opportunities that you're having to let go of in order to make more money for yourself or create a further career. The Queen of Wands is you. I feel like that's you. You are very astute. You're very creative, but you're also very nurturing at the same time, right? You also give. And so you know what you want. And then, again, we have here the Six of Wands. So with the Six of Wands is victory. Something is coming to fruition for you. You are going to be successful. Page of Wands, something very new. Again, it could be almost like somebody that wants to declare some kind of love for you. You starting a new career, starting a new project. There is something fresh, something new here. Look, Knight of Wands. Again, I feel like this Knight of Wands is somebody that is interested in you. Excuse me. So if you are a single, air sign out there, there is somebody here that is interested in you with the Knight of Wands. I feel like it could be somebody that is a potential partner for you. Again, you just have to watch out for that. And then if you could be moving with the Six of Swords that is coming up. So through the month of January 2021, it's very interesting that would come up in this reading, because I feel like there is a potential here for some of you out there to actually move from where you're living, and again, new beginnings. And maybe it's because of your career that you're having to make this move, right? Now we're going to get into my Starseed Footstep Oracle cards, and we're going to see what are the messages that you need to know for the month of January 2021. So here we go. Let's shuffle. All right, so I have here depression. Again, this is a card that came up for a lot of a lot of the other signs. So for you, it's no different. Conquering your feelings, your emotions, even though you're going through a lot of questions and changes in your heart, that you are battling that, and you need to control that by grounding yourself, elevating raising your vibration, doing things that make you happy. Then we got divine protection. You are divinely protected, right? You have your angels and guides that are listening to you. Spiritually attacked. A lot of you could be getting psychic attacks, but I really feel like this is almost like if you're a sensitive, you're an empath, or you are a medium, there could be spirits that are trying to communicate with you, trying to attach themselves, right? Sometimes this may not even be like a spirit that's trying to attach itself, but other people's emotions, if you're an empath, that you absorb that kind of are glued or tethered to you. Look, careful with a decision. Do not make any hasty decisions just because you may feel impulsive. And let me tell you, as a Gemini, we feel very, very impulsive a lot of the times. Try not to let a moment of anger or something that upsets you make a decision that you cannot change, or a life-altering decision that you may regret. You need to think of things very, very clearly before you act. Look, happiness is coming to you. Okay, if you're an air sign out there and you have been unhappy in 2020, and let me tell you, a lot of us have been unhappy. Happiness is coming to you. This could be a relationship, the doors to love opening very big for you, bigly. Peace is going to reign over you. The peace card came up. So again, where you've been feeling maybe some turmoil, you've been feeling like people are not supportive of you, you're going to find that is coming in 2020, January 2021. Is actually a month that is going to kind of propel you into that. It's like the catalyst. Pay attention to gossip, but do not feed it. Do not entertain that. That is a very, very low vibration that you don't need. Look, I cannot make this up. Look, this actually came out of the deck. New love. Again, January is going to be a month where somebody is coming forward, or you are taking the initiative and you are looking through a new set of eyes or lenses with that person, right? Or to that person. And then we have here backstabbing that came up. Okay, so with the backstabbing, again, just being very careful. There are people, you don't want to tell everybody your business. Not everybody is your friend. So be very careful with what you say and who you say it to, because a lot of the stuff that, we live in a day and age where a lot of things, people keep receipts, they keep, just a lot of stuff to blackmail you, to hurt you in some kind of way, just to be spiteful. So now we're going to go to the Psychic Tarot deck to end this reading, and we're going to see what is in store for my air signs. Again, if you are a Gemini, a Libra, or Aquarian. All right, so let's see what comes up. All right, for you guys, look, passion ignited. Again, love life. Look at that, the heart. It almost reminds me of the Sacred Heart. This is speaking to something that you love to do, whether it's career or it's just somebody that ignites your soul. And it's like something is coming, like true love is coming to you in 2021. If you are an air sign that's single, honey, you will not be single for a long time. There is new love coming. Crown chakra activated. So again, your higher self is communicating with you. It's letting you know that things are going to improve drastically in 2021. Look, you're finally going to get the recognition and reward. I get excited for this as a Gemini and as a psychic medium that has been busting his butt for many, many years, right? On platforms. And you see all these other mediums, and I'm not jealous. I'm very, happy for their success. But I'm like, when am I going to get seen, right? Well, this is a kind of like validating that this is a year where you actually are being seen. If you are a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarian that is used to like not being seen or opportunities pass you by, I'm here to tell you that 2021 in period, 2021 is not the year where you're going to be invisible anymore. You are seen. You are loved. You are going to receive that recognition that you deserve. Your efforts are being seen by other people. You will be triumphant. Look, triumph is yours. So you will be victorious. This reminds me of the Knight of Wands, I believe, or one of the other decks. I think it's the Six of Wands. I can't remember, but it reminds me of one of those cards. And then we have here, look, emotional withdrawal. So some of you may be feeling a little kind of like, even though, January starts off, like I said, you're having to battle some depression, feeling kind of like the things that you want are not happening, right? But it will happen. Look, fertility. A lot of you could be falling pregnant if you are a female out there, but a lot of you also could be starting a new idea, a new company, something's like a new venture. This is like a new beginning for a lot of you guys out there. The fertility means that your ideas, the things that you want, your love is going to blossom. It's going to flourish. It's going to overall just grow. It's like this is a year of growth and love for you guys, and an achievement of, you know, getting recognition and getting the success that, you know, all the hard work you put in has not gone to waste. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in to this monthly horoscope reading, intuitive reading, tarot oracle reading for you guys. I wish you all the best through the new year, and I hope that everybody, all the signs that are listening, all of my rays of light and new rays of light that may listen to this video after now, I wish you nothing but health, good health, abundance, love, and joy in your heart. And that's the main message I want to leave with you guys. All right, I love you so much. Until next time, be sure to subscribe to this channel. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Psychic Medium Ray, and stay safe. Okay, guys, I love you in love and light. Until next time, bye.